Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Purushottama.
Oh yes. Okay. 3 hands. Come. You come quickly first.
Shri Bhagavati Samhita.
Mooji.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. It's I've been coming to see you for the past few weeks.
Okay.
Coming to Tiruvannamalai more due to a cousin of mine who lives here. No idea you were here or knew anything about you, and I have to thank you for hosting or facilitating a great process for me in discovering how my mind interferes so much with that sense of self. My question revolves around more of a calling to Jyotisha, which I've been doing for some years, and a block I had with the sense of connecting to a Ishta Devata Jyotirvidya, in the sense of externalizing a energetic sense to be able to help people with the Jyotisha.
Okay. Back up a little bit for me.
Okay.
Some terms I'm not familiar with.
Jyotisha is East Indian astrology.
Astrology. Okay. Indian astrology.
What's practiced here, and it was not something that I sought, but was much more of a, oh yes, get up 3 in the morning, you're going to study now.
Okay.
That kind of thing. So I felt I did that for some years, and then found a block, and found that you're talking about that it's all okay. You know, we're called to things. The interest of things is it's okay. It's okay to have that, because it's all part of the beingness. It's all part.
Well, I would say something a little bit about that. Because sometimes people say, but this thing just happened, whatever it is. You know, I simply, well, this relationship just happened, and so it's meant to be. I say, well, let's slow down a little bit about it, okay? Some strong resonance inside is attracting similar frequencies outside and brings to itself. It's not, oh, this is auspicious. It's just that this is how things kind of work. They come in, and perhaps you're not so conscious about it. So it appears just happen, but it's not that, okay, the universe thinks this is good for you. No, sometimes it brings something that for you to say no to some things. And not always they come, oh yes, yes, yes. No, sometimes some things come, no, thank you very much. Thank you, but no thank you. You see? Interests can be observed that there is something that seems to find smooth affinity with certain activities. It's going on. But I'm aware of this. I'm aware of this, that these attractions, these actions and reactions and interactions are kind of going on somehow by themselves. In the same way that the sage had said, I observe my behavior as a human being unfolding according to some pattern that I know nothing about, but I'm not bothered about this. I leave that to do its thing. I remain as I am. You see, there is a difference. So this is something deeper. It's not just following what is easy. It's looking and disassociating from that, saying, no, I will not give belief and energy to this, because somehow it doesn't need extra belief. It can go on. Let it go on. I will remain in the position of merely just observing this. Let it see that That is just a phenomenon that is moving by itself. It does not need my scholarship or my involvement, and I'll just stay put here. And this is a much more profound discovery.
So the calling, as it were, not that it's something I've wanted.
Yes.
It's very difficult. It's
Yeah.
not but it is a there is discernment from the mind.
Yeah. Let me ask you something, any of you. Any calling you have, is it a call to awakening? You might say, something called me to help the people over there, and this is my purpose in life. Something calls me to do this thing, or to give energy to this. But does this calling bring you towards silence and peace and emptiness? Then it's not the ultimate calling. First come home to your own self, discover. Something will be much more efficient and effective, even without effort, when one awakens to the true self. So I would say prioritize this. I cannot force this. It's not a grand evangelical message I can give to the world, not at all. But I would just say, because you're in front of me and I'm trusting that somehow the beingness cannot have brought you here in vain. Something must be here for you, you see. So what I would say is, if there is an interest to continue with some activity that you feel attracted to, that can go on cooking by the side of your eye, okay?
It's like just the reality of this duality. It's just knowing that it's just the experience.
Don't give too much energy with this. It can go on by itself. Find out. What is the thing you're studying? It's what? Astrology? No. What is it?
It's East Indian astrology. It involves
Astrology.
Sanskrit, Ayurveda,
Yes, yes.
and Jyotish.
Then you will come to know astrology is for who?
It is for the duality. That's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
clear. It's not something that
Yes.
to identify with as the beingness. It's
Okay.
more of a.
So here,
It's just an experience of. It
here
feels
we are
like it's an.
concerned only with the beingness, and whether there's any astrology for the self.
I believe there is not.
Yes.
It is strictly of the world of duality.
Okay.
Yet there is still this acting out.
Yes. The acting out of this will become less important, less interesting from the place of the beingness. Even you may continue doing what you have to do. Others will say thank you for it, but you will not have any record that you're doing anything.
So it is like just in the background.
Just focus on the self. Focus the energy and the attention on who am I, who is teaching or facilitating, and if any astrological reading or chart, it's something maybe going on. It's the activity of the being in expression. Maybe this is fine.
That's
But something has come home here. And this recognition of really who and what is really here will inform more efficiently, if it needs to, the outer expression which you call, astronomy charts or whatever. This will take its own course.